Okay, what's going on, guys? We're back again. I just cracked open a fresh cold Pepsi, and I gotta do a little bit of an update for you all about these new ciphers that we've been decoding over on the Arma Reforger Discord server. Now we're back here with more ciphers, and as you know, we left the last video with the SPS AS cipher, and people were on this one for a while, but there was actually a little bit of an anomaly. So SPSAS stands for Single Player Scenario Air Assault. Now, Clamash actually made a bit of an oopsie daisy. How could he, right? Like, it was found out eventually that it was Single Player Scenario Air Assault. So we are getting a new single player scenario coming to Reforger in the 1.5 update. Pretty exciting. I know a lot of people want to see some new campaign sort of stuff and like single player things. So rejoice, there are some things coming for the single player players. Now I'm going to go through the rest of the list and some of the things. We've actually just recently discovered one as well. So the next one here is HT, and that one comes up as hit reg tweaks. Now there's been a lot of complaints in the comment section of my last video that was just linked above that people were saying, why are the devs adding all of this quote unquote shit content, blah blah blah. They should be trying to fix the game, etc, etc. Well, we're getting hit reg tweaks, and I'm sure there's a bunch of other things that are coming to improve performance, etc. Hit reg tweaks. I'm not going to say anything else because this is my second time recording this video and I said some things that I shouldn't. Okay, so our next one is RFIC, and that's reworked FIA in conflict. This is pretty big. I feel like there's a lot of things that the FIA could do in conflict. I know a lot of players want to be able to play as the FIA in conflict. That would be really cool. But I feel like the FIA are going to play a bigger part in conflict as a whole. It'll be good to see them have, a bit more of a footprint on the island, being, doing something a little bit different other than just wandering around like they do now and just sort of a thorn in the side for the players in a normal game of conflict. So our next one is Kolgiev Island, KI. Now, I think everybody could ascertain that Kolgiev was coming. We knew that it's coming this year, so it would sort of make sense that it would be coming in this next update. Nothing else I really want to mention about that, but it is exciting having new, refreshing content like this. Kolgiev Island, Eastern European themed map. I love that. That's my vibe right there. So our next one is SR, and that is support requests. Now, a lot of these other ones that I'm going to go through here are going to be sort of how conflict is changing and sort of the new dynamic environment that is going to bring to us. So support requests. To clarify this, there is a commander role coming to conflict. Now, this is either going to be run by AI or players. I believe it will be both. Being able to request support in a situation, maybe water strikes or aerial support or even logistical support. I feel like that is probably what this entails. I'm not exactly sure, but if you've got any sort of suggestions or ideas, be sure to put them down in the comments down below. I'd like to see what you guys may think that support requests or any other things here that will be. So, we're all just speculating here. Let's go on to the next one. MSAR. This one was quite interesting. This is going to kick a lot of the TAC Barbies in the balls. MSAR is military supply allocation by rank. And from what has been explained to me and what some people in the Discord assume MSAR is that given the rank that you are, private, sergeant, lieutenant, captain, etc., you're going to have a supply allocation to your rank. So let's say, for example, privates have 100 supply that they can spend at all given times, while let's say captain, sergeant, major, whatever, any of them have a higher amount, so maybe 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, something like that. It gives an incentive for players to work to a higher rank. NOR, this one is new objective recon. Now I think this is tied into the commander role, being able to issue objectives to squads. This one being reconning an area, gathering intelligence for the team, which is really cool. I like to see more things like this, some more grounded, not always having to engage in combat sort of things. That's my kind of jam. So JS. Now this one's going to be very big for a lot of players, I'm sure, that are very interested in flying. If you haven't guessed already, it is Joy of Sticks. This is a whole joke in itself, but anyway, it's speculated that this is HOTAS support, joystick support for the game. Next one is LCP, and now these last two are very tied into the commander role, and this stuff excites me. Okay, so LCP is Logistics Command Post, and I feel like maybe this is a place where commanders will be able to operate from, or it is a node where supply is allowed to be collected. for the team to be able to use, for the commander to be able to use, for the team that'll keep it running. And this last one here ties into the logistics command post, and this is the transport of supplies by AI. And now I know a lot of people are going to be excited by this. I'm excited by this because not many people like running supplies, especially on oceanic servers. I know it might be a bit different for European or American. This is exciting for me. Being able to disrupt AI transport will be really cool using ambush tactics. I think it's really exciting, and having a solid way to be able to reinforce the team is a big plus for me. I love that. A few minutes ago, we got 2 codes left, okay? So SCN and CIA. Now, SCN was actually just solved probably an hour ago by K-Member, so shout out to K-Member. He already knows how much morale he's boosted. And I think a lot of people are going to like this and going to hate this. But this is squad cohesion name tags. It's believed that this will be, you will only be able to see your squad's names. No other friendlies, no blueberries, just your squad members' names. Now, I don't know about this one. I'm sort of like, you know, there's obviously it's not everything I'm saying right now is just speculation. We don't know until we actually experience it, but it's an interesting one. I hope it's configurable because I'm a person who doesn't really like to use name tags all that often. I don't like that sort of UI floaty thing. I like to keep my gameplay grounded, but that's just me. So now we're on our last code, CIA. Now, I can imagine the comment section is going to be like, well, Central Intelligence Agency. This one is, I think, the last code that we've been given or that we are going to get. So if you want to help participate, try and break this code, you can go to armawcs.com/md5. The link is in the description. And you should also join the Arma Discord because that is where all of this stuff is going down. So nonetheless, we're going to try and figure out CIA hopefully before the weekend starts. If you guys want more Arma Reforger content like this, be sure to subscribe, like the video, and hopefully I'll see you guys out there on the battlefield. Have a good day.